All right, so today we are taking a look at the Superbox S6Max and S6Ultra. Now, these are the premium versions of what Superbox has to offer. What makes these so premium? Well, they have a feature called time shift. So pause, rewind, more features like that. I'll show you what that looks like. Also, for me as a parent, it features parental control, so you can protect those curious watchers from the content you don't want them exposed to. Also voice control, which is really handy. Again, I'll show you what that looks like, and Wi-Fi 6 for fast, stable connectivity. Let's take a closer look at the box. Now, first thing you will notice and hear is that these outings or these shells are made out of metal, so they're very durable. You do have a display in the front. On the side, you have a SD card reader, 2 USB ports, a restore button. On the back, your power port, an IR receiver extension, AV port, HDMI port, 1000 gigabit Ethernet port, and a SPDIF or optical port as well. Of course, let's not forget about our antennas right here. Now, you may be wondering, okay, Lo, what's the difference between the Max and the Ultra? Well, everything is exactly the same except for the internal storage and of course the colors. The Ultra gives you 128 gigabits of storage. The Max gives you 64 gigabits. Now, both feature a quad-core ARM A53 processor and 4 gigabits of internal memory. So this depends on how many apps you want to download and how much content you want to store on your device. Now, each of these boxes support 6K at 60 frames per second. So for my home media servers out there, home media server watchers out there, this is plenty powerful for playing heavy 4K files through your network onto this. Plus, well, you get a fully featured remote that lets you connect to other devices as well as your Superbox, customizable buttons, play, pause, back and forward. Of course, your directional menu button, your home button, back button, and also a mouse mode where as of right now, I'm moving through my menu through the clicker, but by going through the mouse, I can move around a mouse on my screen just in case I wanted to go browsing. You have the microphone for the voice to talk, volume up, forward, settings buttons, and a numeric pad at the same time. All right, so let's look at our dashboard, which is pretty simple. So for this example, I'm gonna have to blur out the content for copyright issues. I'm sure you understand, but here you have all the different channels that are available to you, so many different ones. And you see there's a little yellow box right here. That means these are our time shift compatible channels. So I can go into a channel, and if I want to, I can just start rewinding it. And you'll see right here by the cursor how it's just backing up and I'm going back in time from the day, which is pretty cool, and I can just play. So if I miss something, I can go back and do that, which is, I mean, very convenient. Yeah. And if I want to, then I can go ahead and fast forward either to current time or a little further from there. Okay, so what playback does is I can either go to their live feed. Okay, so right now we're watching live. Now for some reason, I want to go to the same network, and instead of like scrubbing back, I can go back and I can choose a previous hour and it'll play whatever content was playing at that time. Even more, I can go to previous days from Thursday all the way back to last Friday. I can see what was going on then. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back home. Let's go to the multi-screen. Okay. For my sports junkies out there, we can pick different networks. Okay, so that's our first box, and we'll pick a second box. And you can choose between the two, whichever one you want. Pretty cool, right? All right, so let me give you my final thoughts when it comes to the Superbox, the S6Max and the S6Ultra. I've actually been trying out both, and yeah, they both work the same. Really didn't test out or put to test the storage capability. I'm all about the streaming. I'm not really gonna store anything on this for my personal use. Maybe you will, but again, you have the option. But I've always found a very smooth experience. Voice control is awesome, as you saw, and some apps have 4K streams, which was a pretty nice surprise. All right, guys, really hope this video helped you out. Take care. Bye. As always, I'll leave links in the description down below so you can pick up your own. Hey, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button if you like what's going on here. Hit that subscribe button if you love what's going on here. And ding that notification so you can be notified for future videos as well. All right, I'll see you next one. Take care. Bye.